My daughter walked in and saw me lying on a thin mattress, and the look on her face is something I don't think I'll ever forget. Her little voice trembled as she whispered, "Mom, where's your bed? You get 7 hours of sleep. How do you sleep like this?" And I swear that moment punched straight through my chest. I had spent weeks pretending everything was fine, acting like I was strong, acting like nothing bothered me, acting like her father's choices didn't affect me. But seeing her standing there, confused, scared, and worried about me, that broke me more than anything else. Maybe that's why I did what I did later. Maybe that's why I snapped. But you tell me, was I wrong for what I did next? Would you have done anything different? The whole situation didn't start with the mattress. It started way before, months earlier, when I first realized my marriage wasn't a marriage anymore. My husband Daniel had been growing distant, not in the obvious cheating way, not in the late night messages kind of way, but in the quiet, subtle, almost invisible way that's worse. The way where he walks past you as if you're a lamp in the corner. The way he stops asking how your day was. The way he stops noticing when you're hurting. I kept convincing myself I was imagining things. I told myself that every marriage has phases, that he was stressed, that work was overwhelming him. I didn't want to believe that he simply didn't care anymore. But signs are signs, even if you pretend not to see them. And his biggest sign came one night when he casually told me, while scrolling through his phone, "You snore too loud. I'm gonna sleep in the guest room until you fix it." Fix what? Fix being human. Fix being exhausted. Fix being the only one taking care of the house, our daughter, the bills he kept forgetting to pay. But I didn't argue. I didn't fight him. I told myself it was temporary, except it wasn't. A week passed, then 2, then 3, and suddenly the guest room wasn't temporary anymore. It had become his room, his space, his escape from me. The worst part, he rearranged the entire room to his liking. His giant gaming PC, his ultra-wide monitor, his LED lights, everything he loved moved there permanently. And it was like he carved out a life without me inside our own house. Still, I didn't say anything. I tried to keep the peace, but Daniel didn't care about peace. He cared about control. First, he took the guest room. Then, he started complaining about my side of the bedroom being cluttered, even though it wasn't. Then he said the bed mattress was too soft for his back, even though it was his idea to buy it. Then one day, I came home from picking up our daughter from school, and the bed was gone. Not moved, not stored, gone. I remember standing there staring at the empty space where my bed used to be, feeling like someone had punched all the air out of me. Daniel came in behind me like nothing happened at all and said, "Oh yeah, I gave it to my cousin. We never use this room anyway. We never use this room." He never used it. This was my room, my bed, my space, and he gave it away without even telling me. I felt small. Pathetic, disposable. I asked him, "Where am I supposed to sleep?" He shrugged. "You can use the old mattress in the storage. I'll get you a better one eventually. Eventually." Like I was a child waiting for permission. Like my comfort wasn't even worth urgency. That night, I dragged the thin, worn, out, barely usable mattress from storage and laid it on the floor. It dipped in the middle like a hammock made of suffering. Every spring jabbed my back like it was punishing me for something I didn't do. I cried quietly so my daughter wouldn't hear me, and I told myself again that maybe I was overreacting. But then came the moment that changed everything, the moment my daughter walked in unexpectedly. She always knocks, but that day she didn't. She opened the door, saw me curled on that horrible mattress with my blanket tucked under me to soften the springs, and she froze. "Mom, where's your bed?" Her voice cracked. She sounded scared, like she walked into a nightmare. She kept whispering, "Why are you sleeping like this?" "Mommy, what happened?" And I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to explain that her father cared more about comfort for himself than decency for me. I didn't know how to tell her the truth without ruining her image of him. So I lied. I said, "It's temporary, sweetheart. Mommy's bed is being fixed." But she was old enough to know I wasn't telling the truth. Her eyes got watery. She walked up, kneeled beside me, and hugged me so tightly I felt her fear through her tiny arms. That moment lit a fire inside me. A fire I didn't know I still had. Because I can tolerate being disrespected. I can tolerate being ignored, but I cannot, will not, let my daughter see her mother being treated like trash. So I made a plan. Before I tell you what I did next, I want you to tell me something. If you were me seeing your daughter cry because of the way your husband treats you, what would you have done? Seriously, think about it, and comment below what you would have done in my shoes, because what I did next changed everything. That night when Daniel left for his weekly guys' gaming night, which I'm now 90% sure involved no gaming, I walked into his precious guest room, his kingdom, his sanctuary, and I looked around at everything he valued. The ergonomic chair, the fancy curved monitor, the LED strips he spent hours adjusting. The bed he bought for himself, the expensive one with memory foam and cooling gel, the one he never offered me even once. And something inside me snapped. I'm not a destructive person. I don't break things. I don't yell. I don't fight dirty. But that day I chose myself. I took every single thing he owned out of that room, all of it. The gaming chair went into the garage. The monitor went into the closet. The USB cables went into a box. I disassembled his bed, not because I wanted to be petty, but because I wanted him to taste the discomfort he thought I deserved. I dragged my mattress, the good one he gave away. No, I went and bought myself a brand new queen size mattress with my own money, the best one I could afford. I set up my bed in the guest room, my space, my comfort, my right. Then I moved the thin storage mattress, the one he forced me to sleep on, straight into the master bedroom. Right in the middle, no frame, no blanket, no pillow, just the miserable slab of pain he thought was good enough for me. When he came home, he stormed through the hallway like a man who assumed he owned the house. The second he saw the master bedroom, he lost his mind. "What the hell is this? Why is this in here?" His voice echoed, but I didn't flinch. I said, "Because that's the bed you think I deserve, and now you get to live with your own choices." He raged, shouted, threw a tantrum that would embarrass a toddler. But for the first time in years, I wasn't scared. I wasn't quiet. I wasn't begging for peace. I simply said, "I'm done being treated like a second-class human in my own home. This is my room now. If you don't like it, you can sleep somewhere else." He tried to guilt-trip me. He tried to blame me. He tried twisting the entire situation around until he looked like the victim. But the moment he saw our daughter standing behind me watching him, seeing the way he spoke to me, he froze. Because for the first time, he realized someone else was witnessing everything. Someone whose opinion actually mattered to him. The aftermath was messy. He slept on the thin mattress for 2 nights before giving up and moving to the couch. He tried apologizing, not because he meant it, but because his pride couldn't handle losing control. I didn't accept. I didn't want apologies. I wanted respect, and that wasn't something he was capable of giving. 2 weeks later, I filed for separation, not revenge, not punishment, just freedom. A quiet, simple freedom I deserved long ago. As for my daughter, she sleeps peacefully now. She smiles more. She tells me she's proud of me, and that alone is worth everything. So if you were on my side through this entire story, like this video, if you think I made the right decision, subscribe for more stories like this. And please share your thoughts in the comments. Was I wrong? Would you have handled it differently? I'll see you all in the next story.